YouTube, it's a Queer Survivor and Prophecy, and I'm back at it with another reaction video. This time I'm be reacting to Crushables, trying to see if he can rebuild this 2021 Nets team with Kyrie, KD, and possibly James Harden. If you're new to my channel, please hit that like button, click on that notification bell. And without further ado, let's check it out. Shout out to our Crushables again. Not a Nets fan, but obviously I'm a Knicks fan, so.
Teams can finally make trades, and we got a couple today as I'm recording this. So, obviously Bruce Brown and Musa, that was an interesting trade for the Pistons and the Nets. And then we got the big one, Chris Paul getting traded to the Phoenix Suns. Awesome stuff. Man, that is so cool for the Suns, and the Thunder got a decent package out of it as well. Sam Presti's a beast, but that's not what we're talking about today. Now, James Harden apparently wants out of Houston. The man declined.
I'll say this, and this is the last time I'll pause it. To be honest with you, I don't think James Harden going to the Nets is gonna solve anything. You have two ball dominant players in Kyrie and James Harden, and James Harden is not gonna come off the bench. Okay, so I don't know. I don't know how this game or how their system is gonna play out, especially when they have a new head coach, Steve Nash. I mean, Steve Nash did a little bit of coaching, but not at that elite level. So we'll see. And then you got Kyrie coming out saying that we don't need no head coach. Like,
an extension that would have paid him $50 million a year. That man said, "I want out of Houston. Houston, you have a problem. I want out of here. Trade me to either Philly or Brooklyn."
I think he's going into Philly. I think the smart move is just to package Ben Simmons, and James Harden with a few draft picks or players or whatever have you, because I think James Harden fits the Philly system better than the Nets.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. If James Harden gets traded to Brooklyn, it's a GG for the rest of the league, right? Like, this would just be unstoppable. It'd be like the Warriors 2.0. Like, maybe even better, because these, maybe not. Let me not get too far ahead of myself.
Exactly, thank you. See, he caught himself. It's not going to even work, because you look at how many super teams that was formed. You had Dwight Howard and Gary Payton and Kobe Bryant. Not Dwight Howard, but you had, you had Kobe Bryant, you had Gary Payton, and you had Karl Malone. That didn't necessarily turn out very well. And then you had, who else? You had the Blazers, who had, Charles Barkley and Scottie Pippen. You know what I'm saying? That didn't necessarily turn out well. So just because you have a super team doesn't mean that, you're automatically going to win a championship. You look at the Heat a few years ago. When they assembled the big three, they didn't win it their first year. They won it their second year, so.
But yeah, I feel like this would absolutely destroy the league. So in today's video, we're doing a James Harden Brooklyn Nets rebuild. Nothing official as of recording this video, but I just kind of wanted to do this scenario in 2K21 and see how it would look. I imagine it would completely destroy the league. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's do.
And one thing, they're gonna have to play their share for games. Kyrie and KD can't be sitting out, can't be, not tampering. They can't be load managing games. You know what I'm saying? Because if they fall to, let's say they play like 21 games and they fall to like 8-17, or 10-17, or 10-18, or 10-20, they're gonna have to make up for those games. You know what I'm saying? So every game is crucial. I mean, obviously you can always make up because, out of 72 games, you can always make up, but it's going to be hard. Some days they're going to be playing back to back. Some games they're going to be playing, one game and then they off like 5 days and then they come back. You know what I'm saying? So
this Nets rebuild. Sure, today to make this video even more authentic, but
I'm not gonna
we'll look
pause
at the
it no
trade.
more.
Let's go look
I
at the
just
trade
have
real
to say
quick.
that
And
off my
I'm not gonna
chest.
lie. Would Kevin Durant, Harden, and Kyrie Irving even work, bro? That is so many ball handler ISO players that are just playing together.
Exactly.
I have a not to mention the injuries in the past. Like, I'm not very optimistic that this would even work, but I feel like we didn't think that Harden and CP3 would work either, and they found a way to make it work. So I feel like the Nets might be able to figure it out if this were to happen. This hasn't even happened.
CP3 is a pure point guard, you know.
This was the trade.
Kyrie is not a pure
Bruno
point
Caboclo,
guard.
Chandler, and David Nwaba, but it was basically like, this is what I feel like the trade would look like. It would be like Dinwiddie, Jarrett Allen, Chris LeVert for sure. Those three would have to be in it.
That is too much. Jesus Christ. So they said, hold on. So the Nets would trade Spencer Dinwiddie, Jarrett Allen, Karis LeVert. Okay, first round, 22nd, first round, Terran Prince, and the Rockets would trade James Harden, Bruno Caballero, and Tyson Chandler, and David Nwaba. I think I butchered that name wrong, but if I did, my bad. But damn, that's Spencer, Allen. That's like two of your top players right there, all for James Harden, bro.
Nicholas Claxton or whatever else, but there's got to be a ton of first-round picks in this trade, I feel like, as well. Because Harden's got a lot of years left on his contract. It's not like Harden's a bum or anything. So, yeah, he's going to demand a pretty high value. Even though he does want out of Houston, which is going to lower his value just a tad. But, I mean, the man's still on a large contract. But, so James Harden to the Nets, and the Rockets get Dinwiddie, Allen LeVert, and first-round picks in Prince. So, yeah, that is basically it. And then when we look at the rotation now for the Brooklyn Nets, I haven't even taken a look at it myself. Let's fix this up, and we have basically, so we got Kyrie Irving, James Harden, and Kevin Durant, and Bruno Caboclo, DeAndre Jordan. So, yeah, the depth is now kind of awful, which is fine. And obviously, we're
Why would you put Jordan at center? I mean, I know he could play center, but he's in the back end of his career right now, man. I mean, giving away Allen, it's going to hurt their depth defensively, you know, because Kyrie doesn't play defense. James Harden doesn't play defense. Kevin Durant plays somewhat defense. And then you have a busted... But that's the Brooklyn Nets, though.
Draft class in, that part of 2K is kind of broken right now, so we're just kind of doing what we can here. But I'm going to move Bruce Brown to the 3, I think. Even though he is 6'4", I'm going to move him to the 3. And I don't really want to start Bruno Caboclo, obviously, so I'll probably play KD at the 4, and I'll have, I guess, Bruce Brown or Joe Harris start. Probably Joe Harris, I assume. So I'm going to go with something like this, and Jamal Crawford.
You would probably need like a backup center.
Actually, let me keep fixing
I don't even
Jamal
think Jordan's
Crawford,
going
Bruce
to play
Brown
all
gives
these
some minutes.
games.
Temple's still here, Jordan, and then we want to give Joe Harris some minutes here. Boom, let's give these guys all like 40 a night. Why not? And then Temple, we'll give him... I don't love Garrett Temple being our 6th man, but I guess it is what it is at this moment. Let me also get somebody else some minutes. So this is going to be our bench for the season. It's not going to be great, but I don't think we need that great of a bench with Kyrie, Harden, and Kevin Durant. This is going to be insane, bro. I can't wait to watch what
you do. You need a bench because those players, those superstars, they're going to get tired. And then you need a backup. You need a great bench. Every great team that won a championship had a great bench. You look at the Heat, you look at the Spurs, you look at the Lakers, you look at the Celtics. They all had great bench, great people coming off the bench to give them production. The Nets have dilly squad. So if they get blown out, or if the starters have a lead and then they rest, and then you put the backups in, and then they, choke a lead, then you would have to put, those players back in. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like how they was calling LeBron James on how, he's averaging like 40 points a game, and every time he wills the Cavaliers You know what I'm saying? They put the bench in and then they surrender or they choke the lead away. And then he would have to go back and, play hero ball again and try to save them. So it's kind of like this scenario,
about to
but
happen with this team this season. So let's go
they
with
need a
efficiency.
great
We're three and a
support
half at
system.
balance, and Steve Nash is the head coach, obviously.
Yeah,
And we can move up to 4-star at 7 seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and move this to a 7-second system. And we are going to sim this first season, and we're just going to watch and see how this goes, bro. I imagine this might be a 71 season. Maybe not because of the depth. We don't have a lot of depth. But 60 at the very least. Like, there's no way this doesn't translate.
I think they'll probably go. Hold on, I'm trying to think of a record. I think they'll probably go. I think they'll probably go 52 and 27.
To 60 wins on the season. We have stopped at the trade deadline, and I am going to be making a trade here, man. We really need to get some depth, so I can get Frank Kaminsky and Cameron Payne. That's going to be, like, great depth to have right now, because we literally, like, have no bench at the moment. So I'm going to move Frank Kaminsky to the 4, and he literally might be our starting power forward this season. I don't want that to be, like, the permanent thing going forward, but I might just leave it there for now, and yeah, the bench already looks a lot better, to be honest. I'm also going to move Claxton to the 4 just because I know the man just goes up like crazy. So let's move Nicholas Claxton to the 4. He's up to a 78 overall. And boom, guys. Our bench looks just a tad better. And we'll make it even better in the offseason. Hopefully, anyway. So Bruce Brown's on fire. And you love to see it. KD's at the 3. James Harden, Kyrie Irving, all on fire. Obviously. But we are 32 and 20 right now. So we may not win 60 games this season. But I feel like we've made the bench a little bit better, so that'll probably help us. Now, let's keep simulating after we made this trade, the trade deadline, and let's see how we finish out. We didn't finish with 60 wins on the season. Regardless, we did win 55. And LeBron James is your MVP. Wine Rookie of the Year. 6th man goes to Son Whiteside. Giannis Defensive Player.
I did predict that.
Most improved, and Brad Stevens.
I said they was going to win 52. No, yeah, I said they was going to win 52 and 27. They won 55, so. Yeah, they won 55. They won 55 and 27. So I was probably like 3 games off, but not bad.
Is your Coach of the Year, and Thomas Sims is your Executive of the Year, as I think that's the Brooklyn Nets executive. Albeit first team, we have nobody from the Nets. Obviously, the scoring is going all around like crazy now with all these guys being here. Kevin Durant and James Harden on the All-NBA second team, and no Kyrie Irving at all making it. Okay. All defensive first team, Paul George. Got Isaac making it, which is cool. All defensive second team, and not a whole lot going down. Okay, we're good. So we are the 2nd seed in the East behind the Celtics, man. All these trades happening makes me want the Portland Trailblazers to do something, man. I'm just like, with the stick, I'm just kind of poking Neil O'Shea and hoping he does something here soon. But James Harden, 29 points. Kevin Durant with 29. Kyrie Irving with 27, man. I don't know how Kyrie doesn't make an All-NBA team unless if I just missed it, because I did not see him make one, but he put up definitely All-NBA numbers. As a third option as well, I guess you could say. Frank Kaminsky with 9, Joe Harris with 9, Cameron Payne with 8, awesome. Bruce Brown with 6, Nicholas Claxton with 6, awesome stuff all around. And we are going to be playing the Toronto Raptors in the first round. I feel bad for Toronto here, but I can't feel too bad because I got to win this playoff series as we got Fred VanVleet, Kyle Lowry,
Serge Ibaka was not the
Serge
name
Ibaka,
anymore.
basically the same old Toronto
But
Raptors we all
still,
love and know.
same
Let's
thing.
simulate Kurt around, or I guess I click game. Let's simulate Kurt around, and we absolutely decimate the Toronto Raptors, and rightfully so. Now we're playing the Philadelphia 76ers, who have Ben Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Capella, Joel Embiid, Matisse Thybulle, Alec Burks, and Markieff Morris. Real quick, guys, if you are watching this and you hear this question right now, who has more to offer to the Rockets? The Sixers or the Nets? I'd be curious to see what you guys think.
I think
Whether
the
you think
Sixers.
it's maybe like Ben Simmons gets traded to the Rockets, or whether you think maybe outside of Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid, do the 76ers have more to offer to the Rockets? Let me know what you guys think. But let's go game 1, because Philly is no slouch. They might be able to beat us here. We're down 2-0. Wow. 2-1. Can we even it up? Yes, we do. 2-2. 3-2 them. Wow, this is wow, we get eliminated. Okay. That's all good. I mean, we need to upgrade a little bit, but I highly doubt Harden, KD. I almost said Harden, KD, and Westbrook. Harden, KD, and Kyrie Irving would get eliminated in the second round. I feel like they at least make the West Conference Finals, those 3 together. But let's go to the draft lottery. So, with the lottery, we do not have a pick here, obviously. We traded a lot of our picks in order to get James Harden. Actually, we only traded 2, but in real life, Wow. Steve Nash ratings are trash. I'm not gonna lie. I hate to fire the guy, but I might just have
Not a
to.
good
I'm gonna do
coach.
it. I hate to disrespect Steve Nash like
Steve
that, but
Nash
I really
is
do.
Steve Nash is just like Mike McCarthy to the Dallas Cowboys. Like it wasn't a great fit. He wasn't fit to be a coach at all. You know what I'm saying? I think they would have probably gone with Ty Lue, but I mean, I think Ty Lue would have been a benefit of a benefit coach or a great coach, but obviously they didn't go with him. They could have gone with Jason Kidd. They didn't go with him, so they went with Steve Nash, who has no experience whatsoever. So
But Michael Stoffer's just sitting out here, and he's like, "Hey, Mike D'Antoni as an assistant's kind of weird to look at as well." I thought Mike D'Antoni took an assistant coaching job somewhere.
yeah.
Let's go to the NBA draft, and I want to make a trade.
Hey,
Big
I'm not
time.
mad
So,
at you if you did
what
fire
can we
him.
get?
I would
I
have fired
feel like
his
we need
ass
to trade
too.
DeAndre
He
Jordan
was
for
never
something
a
else.
great
I know
fit.
this is KD and Kyrie's best bud or whatever, but
Yeah,
I mean, I'd rather just get something else. I feel like the 76ers had Clint
get like
Capella,
Dwight
and I would
Howard
be
or
just fine with
something.
that. So I'm going to go to the 76ers and see if I can pry Clint Capella from them, and we would be chilling, bro, if we could get that done. So Clint Capella, do I have enough to make this happen? We're $4 million off. Okay, I don't know if I'll go. I mean, once we resign some players, I feel like I'm out. Let me get some free agents, and I feel like we might be able to make that trade. So let's go to player options. We got nothing going on. Qualifying offers. Bruce Brown is free agent. I definitely would love to have him back. Just depth that we definitely need. And then for free agency, we need to be signing some players. So Joe Harris wants $8 million. I don't love giving him this much money, but I mean we don't really have depth at all, so we kind of have to. So Danny Green, Ursan Ilyasova, JaVale McGee, Kelly Olynyk definitely wouldn't be bad depth to have around. So let me sign Joe Harris and Kelly Olynyk, hopefully.
Kelly's not
And
bad.
we do get both of them, so that's really nice. And we still have a little bit of money. James Ennis, maybe we can give him a one-year deal. Brad Wanamaker, it looks like we can give a little bit of money to. I'm going to need to sign Brad Wanamaker. I'm going to need to sign a little bit of players here. I'm going to sign Avery Bradley to a deal. Actually, Avery Bradley might be worth a keep, to be honest. I was going to trade him, but that's somebody I think we could keep around. So let me sign a little bit more here. And let me go back to Philly, and let me see if we can get Clint Capella now. So if I threw you Jordan again, and I signed a lot of players here. So first, I want to trade you Brad Wanamaker. So we're just a little bit off from making this happen. So I'll throw you Justin Holiday. All this for Clint Capella. They don't agree to do it just yet. I'll offer you a second, another second, and they agree. So we get Clint Capella. That's a huge upgrade at the center spot over DeAndre Jordan. Avery Bradley, like I said, that's a guy I think I'm definitely going to be keeping. So let's go ahead and move him to the shooting guard. He might go down in overall, but it's all good at the end of the day. So
Tell you, man,
Irving at the point guard.
the Nets are not winning a
James Harden,
championship.
Avery Bradley. You got Kevin Durant, Joe Harris,
The
James
Nets are like the
Ennis,
Kardashians.
Nicholas
Everything
Claxton,
they
and then
touch is
Capella,
just
Kelly Olynyk. So we could
tainted.
definitely potentially start Claxton.
They're just doing
or we
this
could
for
trade James
headlines.
Ennis for something else. Let me see if I can maybe
They
get
all
something
know
to
that
pop
the
up.
Knicks are not
Probably
gonna do
not, I
anything.
imagine. Let's just, check.
So they're
just
just
in
trying
case.
to go all
We
in.
get some first round picks. We can get Okapala, Shake Milton. Definitely a huge upgrade. Actually, I'm gonna.
I
do
don't
that.
blame
And
them
then
because that's what
I
you know.
think I might move
That's
Avery
what
Bradley to the small forward now. We
teams
might
do.
trade Joe
But
Harris.
smart
To be honest
teams,
with you, so let me trade Joe Harris
smart
for
teams
something
learn from
else,
their
and I think we'll be ready
mistakes.
to go.
You know,
So Joe Harris making $6 million. I feel like I might be able to get something. Landry.
because that's the thing we did against Carmelo Anthony when we had Stoudemire. You know, everything was going good, and then we wanted more. You know, we wanted more star players. You know what I'm saying? So instead of just doing a sign and trade, we just traded our whole entire youth just for Carmelo Anthony, which I'm not gonna lie, Carmelo Anthony did, give us some, memorable moments, but it didn't result to a championship. You know what I'm saying? He got past the first round, and we ran into a red hot and tough Pacers team. And after that, we won one game against the Heat, and then after that, it was just downhill from there. So
Shannon, we don't need a shooting guard, so we need like a point guard slash
so this is
center
what
forward.
yeah.
Jordan Finney-Smith. We don't need a small forward. Aaron Holiday, that's a dub. I'm doing that. So we're gonna get Aaron Holiday to be our backup point guard, and Jake Milton's gonna be backup shooting guard. Avery Bradley at the 3, and Kelly Olynyk either gonna play the 4 or the center spot. So yep, awesome stuff. And we might get Bruce Brown back here as well. Yes, we do. We do get him back. That's a W as well. So Avery Bradley is still a 78 overall. Aaron Holiday, Bruce Brown, 76 overall. I feel like our bench is so much better. Our power forward spot could be, a little bit better, but I'll take it at the end of the day. Kelly Olynyk and Nicholas Claxton Claxton could develop into something for us. But let's go ahead and simulate this second season, and let's show that this team is not a fluke. I don't know why we got eliminated in the first round last year or in the second round last year, but this season, we got to destroy the league. Once again, in the second season, we do not reach 60 wins. We only get 59, so we were close, but Luka's your MVP, LaMelo Rookie of the Year, Whiteside's your sixth man, Ice defensive player, Mitchell your most improved, and Eric Spoelstra is our coach there, which means Miami was better than us. Wow, that's insane. All-NBA first team, Trae Young, Giannis, LeBron, Nikola Jokic. We got Harden.
I think the Hawks is probably going to be better than the Suns. I mean, not the Suns, but the Nets.
Okay. On defense, first team, nothing and nothing. Okay. So we are the second seed once again in the East, and the Celtics didn't even make the playoffs.
The Knicks didn't even make the playoffs. Well, I already know the Knicks was not going to make the playoffs. We're still rebuilding.
How did the Celtics not make the playoffs in the Eastern Conference? They lost Jason Tatum. Okay, that answers my question. Jason Tatum is no longer on the Celtics. Celtics fans would be very pissed. Player stats: 29 from Harden, 26 from KD, and 24.
Yeah, so that's why you have to lock up these players when you do these
9 and 12
rebuilds.
from so definitely giving us more than DeAndre Jordan did. Claxton with 8 and 6, very nice, and Kelly Olynyk with 5 off the bench. I mean, we got to come out here with the championship. Like anything else would be a disappointment. So I'm expecting this.
I don't know. The Hawks are pretty good, man. A lot of people are sleeping on the Hawks.
Doing just that here in the playoffs. So. If we should sweep the
but then again,
to be honest with you. So now we're playing the Toronto Raptors. Cole Anthony Davis, OG Siakam, Andre Drummond. Okay, so that's definitely a nice looking team, but we should take care of business. And we beat them in 7. Wow, that was closer than I wanted it to be. But Simmons versus Sin. So this is the team that knocked us out last year. Hopefully history doesn't repeat itself. We do win game 1, game 2, game 3 goes to them. They even the series up. We're up 3-2, and we beat them in 6. Okay. So like current round, and now we're playing the Dallas Mavericks. Another Brandon Knight starting at the point guard. It's a G. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on.
They got LeBron James.
Point guard, this is going to be easy. But then I scroll a little bit, and LeBron James is on the Mavericks. Okay. Porzingis. Okay. I see you, Dallas. Definitely LeBron James next to Luka is definitely intimidating, but I feel like we got you regardless. Wow, they won game 1. Okay. LeBron James was like, I don't care who you have, Brooklyn.
Wow, total sweep.
LeBron James
Jesus.
Just like literally stuck his middle finger to the Brooklyn Nets organization and said, get your Avenger. I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm just in shock. How did that, how does this team not win a championship?
Tell you, boy.
Wow, okay. Dallas Mavericks sweep us. I mean, obviously,
I'm not even a Knicks. I'm not even a Nets fan.
Right?
I just know it from experience. That's what we did with Carmelo Anthony.
I was gonna say something about it completely destroying the league, and we're not
and
doing
it messed
that,
up our whole
that's not really
entire
happening right
season.
Now, so I don't know, bro. Like this is kind of weird. We get all these guys declining their
because
player options.
Think about it.
That's definitely scary.
If we signed and traded for Carmelo Anthony instead of doing what we did, and we still had him plus Stoudemire, plus the young assets that we had with, Landry Fields and Jared Jeffries and stuff like that, and Iman Shumpert. Well, Iman Shumpert wasn't in that, trade, but, hold on, let me see. Hold on.
All of them going to free agency.
Because I want to make sure. Hold on. Hold on. I just want to make sure what we gave up. Next trade. I want to see what we gave up. Oh yeah, okay, so it's 5 years ago. Okay, so 5 years ago, or 5 years later, look back at the Carmelo Anthony trade. Okay, so Monday marks the 5 year anniversary of the blockbuster trade that sent Carmelo Anthony to the Knicks. Okay, after months of speculation in 2011 deal with Denver Nuggets traded Anthony to the Knicks along with Chauncey Billups in exchange for Wilson Chandler, Raymond Felton, Dan Danilo Donari, Timothy Mozgov, a 2014 first round pick, and the swap rights of the 2016. Denver also landed Costo Kufis in the deal with the Minnesota Timberwolves. Okay, but that's what we basically traded for Carmelo Anthony. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, did we win that trade? I don't know. You tell me in the comment section down below. You know?
I want everyone back, obviously, so let me make sure we get everyone back.
Damn, that was 5
We
years
do have
ago?
birthrights on
Jeez.
everyone, so I gotta pretty much just offer everyone their money, bro. Like, there's nothing else to it. We just gotta get everybody back. We don't want to lose anyone here. We don't want any chance to lose anyone. Let's sign James Harden back. Let's give everybody the money they want, and let's go. Let's run this back, bro. We get all of them back. Okay, so that's a W. So we're gonna get all of them back, and we are definitely gonna get all of our restricted free agents back as well. So Claxton wants 24 million, which is insane, but that's how much he wants. Is there a power forward out here worth it? I guess Torian Prince I'll sign to a deal just for depth. And we'll get our guys back, and we'll be ready to roll for season number 3, man. I'm surprised we haven't won a championship up to this point, but hopefully this final season, we could do just that. Finally, the first seed in the Eastern Conference. It only took 3 seasons. We were the first seed in the East, and we finally won over 60 games as well. I feel like that probably should have happened a long time ago. But
How the Clippers don't make the
I'm ready to win
playoffs?
this
That's
championship,
crazy.
man. I'm ready to have a reason to put the title as completely destroying the league, because that was going to be my title, man. Come on. Come on, 2K, give me something here. All right, Orlando wins game 1. That is not a good start. And we go to 7 games with Orlando, bro. Imagine. Are we going to lose to Philly? All right, let's see what happens. We win game 1. We win game 2. Game 3 goes to them. They even the series. Come on, man. 3-2. And we beat them in 6. Okay, now we're playing the Cleveland Cavaliers, who have Chris Paul now. This man's got to be, okay, he's 38 years old. I shouldn't be too intimidated, right? Let's go game 1. We do win game 1. Game 2 goes to us, and thankfully we don't have to deal with the Dallas Mavericks. If we get past Cleveland here, man, no way.
Wow.
I don't care. I'm putting Brooklyn is going to destroy the league regardless, because I feel like it'll destroy the league in the NBA. But on 2K21, it is the least. It is like the most. It is like the least.
All right, boy. Learn from experience, man. I mean, exactly what the Knicks tried to do. You know, I mean, even though they had success, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. The Knicks had some success. You know what I'm saying? But we could have just signed and traded for Carmelo Anthony. You know, and then we still would have had the pieces that we had plus Stoudemire. Who knows? You know, who knows? Who knows how far we would have went? But
Intimidating thing for the Nets to do this trade, bro. 2K, I love you, bro. I cannot believe that Chris Paul.
now try this with Madden, and then you'll see how far you'll get. You know, like I don't know if Crushables is into Madden, but I don't know who's his team. Probably the Jets, Giants. But try to do it with the Giants, and you'll see how far you'll get. You know, like I said, chemistry. Chemistry works in mysterious ways. You know what I'm saying? Just because you add a whole bunch of players to one roster, to one team, you expect, that roster to, automatically win championships and stuff, But it doesn't work that way. Chemistry, not like neither of them played together. KD never played with Kyrie. Kyrie never played with. Okay, Kyrie played with LeBron. KD played with James, but James was coming off the bench when there was a bunch of babies in OKC. So they didn't necessarily have that chemistry. You know what I'm saying? And KD never played with James nor KD. So the Brooklyn Nets are going to struggle this year.
38 years old, just eliminated James Harden, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Durant. Let me make notes. Oh, and Kevin Love. Let's not forget Kevin Love as well, man. Oh my,
Damn, Kevin Love is still on the Cavaliers? I thought he was asking for a trade.
Who won this championship? Who's gonna win this championship?
I think the Blazers.
And the Cavaliers win the championship. Chris Paul at 38 is like, I'm getting my ring. I don't care. LeBron James was like, I'm getting my ring. And Chris Paul said, I'm getting my ring as well, man. That is crazy. I cannot believe the ending that we got on this. But let me know what you guys think, man. Would this even work for the Brooklyn Nets? Is James Harden going to get traded to the Nets or the 76ers or a different team? I had a lot of fun with this one regardless of the outcome. Make sure you leave a like.
Yeah, all fun and games, though. All fun and games.
I'm saying peace.
All right. I'll put the video in the description box down below. Like, comment, subscribe on the road to 1K. Take care of yourself and each other.